Okay, good. I'm streaming now on the Tubes of You. So for those that don't know, there we go. For those that don't know, if you want to watch this again later, you will be able to see it on the Tubes of You. Yeah. No, it's a prompt. You've seen it in multiple places. My suggestion is get a diamond goal and tell fictionalized stories about prison for educational purpose. Ugh. Well, it's a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody could go read one. You know what I mean? It has to be entertaining, and I don't know. That's basically what I do all the time. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. I'm thinking, good morning. Yeah, it's complicated, so I got to figure that one out. But as soon as we get the rose gold completed, I will. Actually, I don't want to do the name on the wall this morning. I really don't. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like turning around and. Oh, Carolina Queen, thank you so much. That Stanley. Oh, this is not a Stanley. This is a Miyoki cup. You know what? I forgot. Here's what I'm gonna do. I forgot. Let me do this. Because Miyokis are like way cheaper. I'm going to put my stuff on here. It's not going to be a real shoppable live. But y'all could see the stuff. Because I only put stuff in here that I use and like. Because there's a few things that I bought on here that I own and I hate. And so I won't try to sell them to you. But these Miyokis, they're way cheaper than a Stanley. And they've got, like, I like the fact that it's got a... I'll put that one on there first. But I like the fact that they've got, stainless steel cups. Or stainless steel straws. Alright. Oh, damn it. They don't have that thing that I like. I like this. I like this thing. I like that. Oh, I really do like these perfumes. Let's get that tier in there. Why are these things on here? I don't own them. Let's see here. More tier. These slippers. I'm currently wearing these slippers right now. Let's see. This item right here. God, I love these. I love that spray. I love this perfume. I'm wearing that. Yep, that is the one I'm wearing right now. Hang on, y'all. I didn't think about it. I meant to do that. I meant to add these things. And I know nobody's going to buy this Ninja Creamy on here. But, y'all, it is something I love very much. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Shh. Oh, wait. Did I do it? Can y'all see? Did my shopping cart thing pop up? Did the shopping bag thing pop up, y'all? At the bottom? Did it pop up? Somebody please tell me if it did. Oh my God. Maggie, thank you so much for power sharing the live. It did pop up? Okay, good. All right. Now, I think what got me in trouble the last time is that I was pinning stuff. I was pinning things. And I think that's what got me messed up. So I'm not going to pin anything. But if y'all have questions about something, I will let you know. But yeah, everything on there, what's going on experiences, everything in there is stuff that I use personally. And I like it. There are things that I have bought from the TikTok shop that I do not use. Okay. Because they suck. Like this tablet that I have that lets me see this display over here. That thing is a bag of ass, and I would not suggest anybody purchase it. So it's not on my storefront. And I would not, I'm not going to try to sell it to you. But all the tier stuff, amazing. And it, like for me, I'm neurodivergent. And I can't feel that stuff on my face. Carolina Queen, thank you so much for the corgi. Yeah. Thank you, Carolina Queen. Yeah. So the makeup stuff, for those that don't know me. Whoa, what was that popped up? For those that don't know anything about me, I'm on the spectrum, y'all. And I have like certain sensory things. And when it comes to wearing makeup, like I cannot stand feeling it at all on my face. Like I cannot have stuff on my face. And so I have to be really careful about like makeup and whatnot. Your daughter is too? Yeah. You call me blurry lavender because of makeup. Exactly. Because I want to wear stuff that'll look blurry. you know, on both the things. But yeah, you hate not being able to rub your eyes. I know that's hard for me too. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, I got to figure out, with my situation, and makeup is like one of those things. And now, with like technology and stuff, they've made makeup so much better. But Tier is amazing. And that finishing spray, oh my God, that stuff is good. I was using it wrong first, whatever. But yeah, and then the perfumes on there, that Honey Ode, oh my God. Okay. And I like the little bottles because, like, if you don't like it, which, you don't have to feel bad that you bought it. But yeah, everything on there is stuff that I actually use. Like the slippers, I'm wearing those right now and they're super comfortable. But yeah, that stuff is down there. It's amazing. Okay, so let me get into this, okay? So we're talking about Prison Moms, the Boy Mom Final Boss. Since I'm not writing anybody's name on there, I'm making that as big as possible. There we go. And y'all see how I made it a villain. There's a villain right up there, okay, for the Boy Mom Final Boss. Because there's two that I'm going to be talking about, okay? There's two of them that I'm talking about. However, one of them seems meaner than the other one. But they're both kind of evil, okay? They're both kind of evil. Roman, that's not very nice. But I think you should ask your mother, Roman. I think that would be the best way for you to find out. Ask your mother how many fingers she can fit up there. Okay? All right. So when we talk about prison relationships, okay? Which again, I say ditch that man when he goes to jail, please, for your own sanity. People always focus on the inmate, though, when we're talking about those prison relationships. But what they don't tell you is that the most powerful person in that man's life might not be behind bars. It's his mama, okay? And there's two kinds that I'm going to talk about today. All right? The first one is who I like to call the Boy Mom Final Boss, okay? She's the mother who treats her son like her soulmate. Okay? She competes with every woman who tries to love him, and she doesn't want anyone else to have the kind of influence she does. Okay? Not a prison mom, but a mom who needs help. Well, Sarah, stick around. All right. So, because she doesn't want anybody else to have the influence she does, she is going to sabotage his relationships to stay in control. She is male-centered. She is a 100% bona fide pick-me. She believes no woman is good enough for her son because she's already filled that role emotionally. And that goes for even them dudes in prison, okay? And then there's the other kind, all right? The mother who throws you to the wolves. She's done with him, okay? She's done. She's exhausted. She has had her heart broken. She's tired, okay? Her bank account has been drained. Her house destroyed, okay? So when you show up, she smiles. Oh, she's polite, okay? And then she tells you how glad she is that he has someone like you. But behind that smile, she is relieved. Because she's passing off the torch. She's handing you her burden, hoping you'll take over where she has left off. That is not a nice woman. You've met both of these, serendipitous soul? Both of these women are dangerous in their own ways, okay? One will compete with you for control, and the other one will sacrifice you for peace, okay? Again, both of these ladies are male-centered. Okay, both of them are a part of the system that teaches women to center their lives around a broken man, even when it destroys him. So that's why I say stay away from dating felons in the first place. Like, just don't do it. Because when you fall for a man behind bars, you're not just falling for him. You're stepping into a whole network of dysfunction that was built to use you, drain you, and then blame you when it falls apart. Okay? Real quick, let me shout out the top viewers Oh, and please like the live, please share the live, and if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. All right. Let's see. We've got Carolina Queen as the #1 viewer. Mandy is a close second. Momo's #3, Miso's #4, and Float Freely is #5. Thank y'all so much for contributing, okay? Let's see, the relationship moms are the ones that called trying to curse you out because her baby hasn't called. Yeah. Yeah. They are weird. They are super weird. Okay. So, I want to know this from the chat, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen a dude's mom act more like a rival, okay? Or more like she was just trying to pass him off to you. I've already seen a couple ladies that have seen this stuff. But put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it. Ooh, yeah, that rival thing is kind of bar. Prison doesn't necessarily have to be a building, and it could also be a prison of the mind. Yeah. Let's see, he would, beat me up, and his mom would make it be my fault as I'm bruised and battered. I'm sorry. He called her his Reina. Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. If my son ever called me his queen, I would be like, dude, here, read this book. Listen, let's talk about that final boss. Your ex's mom told you to get... Girl. God dang. That's wild. Let's talk about the boy mom final boss. Hey, Triple B. So he's going to be competing with that girlfriend or wife, okay, for her son's loyalty and affection. Your son has been in county jail for over 2 years because he was attacked by a repeat offender on drugs. Duchess, what? Your son is in jail for 2 years because he was attacked? I'm sorry, Duchess. I'm sorry, but that sounds kind of boy momish. Your son's not in prison because he was, or in jail because he was attacked. Okay? If it had to do with that at all, by a repeat offender, if it had to do anything about the, then your son did something that he shouldn't have done during the attack that would have made whatever it was unlawful. Like, yeah, he pew-pewed the attacker. There's probably a little more to it. Like, was your son legally allowed to have a pew-pew? Or did he, like, follow him after the attack and pew-pew him? Your son has a CCW. Is that like a concealed carry? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm going to tell you right now. If your son did everything he was supposed to do and got attacked, especially by somebody that's a repeat offender, he wouldn't be in jail. So something happened. Something didn't go the way that it was supposed to go. Did your son follow? Like, did your son get his ass beat? And then when that was over, did he go and follow him and pew-pew him? Because that sounds like, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like, I don't know. I can't. Duchess, hold what you got, because, okay, I don't want to make assumptions, even though I'm already making assumptions. But if you want, when I get the live goal completed, maybe you can come up and tell us about what's going on with your son's situation, if you feel comfortable. Because to me, it doesn't sound right that if he's getting attacked, it doesn't, that doesn't sound right to me. So there's probably more to it. Okay. But anyway, yeah, we'll open up the panel for discussion once we hit that rose goal. Okay. All right. So again, the boy mom final boss is going to be competing with the girlfriend or wife for her son's loyalty and affection. Okay. She is going to treat that partner. She's going to treat that partner like she's an intruder. Okay. An intruder, a usurper. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that just doesn't belong. Okay? And like she is trampling on that mother's territory. Okay? Mandy, thank you so much for power sharing the live. I want to know though, from everybody in the chat, have you ever felt like a man's mother saw you as competition instead of support? And this doesn't even necessarily have to be in prison. But yeah, you know, yes or no. Have you ever felt like a man's mom thought of you as competition? I'm seeing a yes. Miso, thank you so much for power sharing the live. Yes, yes. I'm seeing a no. I'm seeing yes. I'm seeing a few yeses. Yeah, this is, let's see, with an X from long ago. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. And it's like, why? We'll get into why that is, though, in a little bit, okay? So, here's what ends up happening. You got the Loyalty Olympics, okay? You got a boy mom over there saying, I've been here from day one. I've always been here. I've raised him. You know, I carried him for 9 months, and I raised him, and I changed his diapers, and I sent him to football practice, and I bought him clothes and his shoes and his food, and I housed him the whole time. And the partner's like, but I'm the one holding it down now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it? And it turns into a contest of who is sacrificing more, which is weird. Momo, thank you so much for handling. You know, I'm not sure. Can somebody check to make sure that Duchess is not a bot? Actually, no. Duchess is not a bot. Duchess is a level 3 gifter. Nope, she's not even a bot. She's just... Yeah, I'm sorry, Duchess. I'm not reading the messages right now. Yeah, I got you. You're not a bot. Yeah, you're a human. But, yeah, can you please, just hang on? Because I'm not... Like, I need y'all to understand, like, I'm not, Don't mute her. Don't mute her. But just, I need you to understand, Duchess, I'm not sitting here staring at the chat right now because I'm trying to get through this outline, okay? But if you'd like to come up after we hit the live goal, which hopefully we'll be able to hit it real soon, then I'll let you come up here and talk about this because it's hard to follow. Going by like those little lines in the chat, like it's really difficult to follow that. Yeah, you're right, Momo. Yeah, so please hold what you got, okay? Please like the live, please share the live, and if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Hey, Twyla, what's going on? And who was that got there? Oh, that was Cynthia. What's going on, little? All right. And where are we at with this goal? Okay, we're at 260. Okay. All right, we're at 260 for that. Let's see what we can do. I want to hear from Duchess. Okay. So, yeah, it's going to turn into a contest of who is sacrificing more for this guy, again, who did not care enough about his own freedom to be free. And you got a mother over there who wants to be in control of everything. And it's really, really, really weird. It's weird. Ladies, it's bad enough to have a mom in a man's life like that when the guy is just a regular dude, okay? A regular dude with no criminal history. But to have to do that, to have to deal with that with a guy that's in prison. Why? Okay? Again, for everybody that's new, let me see who has like the new people. Okay, so there's 10 new people, at least 10 new people in here so far. For everybody new in here, I need y'all to understand. My whole reason for talking about this stuff is to give women new understanding that they may not have thought about before as to why it's a horrible idea to attempt a relationship with a man in prison. There's so many reasons not to do it. Okay? Yeah, there's so many reasons not to do it. And so it is just, but I try to give every aspect. I try to give like the entire picture, piece by piece, why it's a horrifying idea to do this. And one of the reasons are the moms. Okay? Now, who do you think actually sacrifices more in these situations? Do you think it's the mother or do you think it's the partner? Just put it in the chat. Who actually sacrifices more? And I don't even think there's really a wrong answer in this one. Yeah, you forgot the moms were even a thing. Exactly. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, Tay. Yeah, to try to give y'all, to try to make it a little more well-rounded. I'm seeing the partner. I'm seeing the mother. What's going on, Shy? The partner. Yeah, it's seeming, so far it's a little mixed, but leaning a little more towards the partner. So far. It depends on their relationship with the mom. Okay, but when we're talking about this, we're talking about like a mom who is competing with the girlfriend or wife. Okay? And she's in the dude's life. Let's see. Duchess, thank you for getting your daily heart me. Let's see. I think the girlfriend sacrifices more, but the mom has been doing it the longest. Yeah. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the partner too. Yeah, the mother's been doing it longer. But because that's the mother, you know, it is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice 100%. But the partner is like she's like a free agent that's tying herself down to a stranger. Really. Yes. Yes, Dawn, the mom wants to be number one. Why would the mom have to do more if there's a partner she can scapegoat? Exactly. Exactly. And there are some mothers, and we're about to get into that in a little bit. All right? But there are some mothers that are like, ooh. Yes, the moms are enablers too, 100%. And in both of these cases, in both of these types of moms, they are both enablers. They're both pick-me's, and they're both enablers. Okay. Real quick, let me talk about the top viewers before I move on. Carolina Queen is number 1. Mandy is number 2. Whoa, she's really close. Number 2. Momo's number 3. Miso's number 4. And Twyla is number 5. Thank y'all so much. Triple B, you changed your profile picture, girl. What's going on? All right. So let's talk about the other woman energy. Okay? Ooh, you said it was the sister that identified as the mom. Lord. Oh, I bet that was fun, too. The mother passes her problem on to you. Yup. No, you didn't throw me off. You didn't throw me off, Triple B. Don't apologize, girl. So, boy moms, and these aren't just the prison ones, boy moms in general often blur the lines between, you know, they'll act jealous, okay? They act possessive. It's almost like there's no boundaries. They act like they're their son's first wife. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen those videos like around prom season with the moms that emotionally incestuous, with those moms that like get up or like get dressed up with the son. Now hold on, Twyla, are you saying you're a boy mom or you're a mom that has a son? Because there's a difference. There's a difference. There's the mom who has a son where she's just raising a kid, okay? Just a normal person to be a good human being. But boy moms, boy moms are typically like, yeah, okay, yeah. So as long as you're not being a weirdo, like, you know, thinking there's no girl that's ever going to be good enough for my son, or like, you want to be like all up in his business, or like if you're not getting in between relationships between, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy moms do weird stuff. Boy moms blur the boundaries of like a regular relationship between mother and son. Those are the moms that see their sons like that's her man, okay? Let's see. Oh, let's see. Hello, I see you a lot, so I wanted to ask, is your content just geared towards the incarcerated? Pretty much, yes. Yes, that's where my expertise is. Mm-hmm. That's where my professional expertise was in. Let's see. I hate that because I love saying I'm a boy mom. My teenager had to let me know that is now weird. Yes. Yeah. See, and it's funny because it's like you've got girl dad, and girl dad isn't the opposite of boy mom. You know what I mean? Because like a girl dad is just like a dad that does all that fun girly stuff with their daughters. You know, like they play with dolls and do dress ups and do the tea stuff and take them shopping and stuff like that. And they're really like they like embrace their own feminine energy to be a part, like to be that part of their daughter's lives. Like it's actually a positive thing. Like girl dads are positive, but boy moms are not like the flip side of that at all. Like boy moms are like they think they're, you know what I'm saying? Nuh-uh, girl dad can be seen as scary ones too. Amanda, I don't know what you mean by that. Girl, the term though is not seen as like something negative because the dad is trying to, you know, like he's not like, okay, well, because you're not a boy, we can't hang out and do the girl things that you like. So Amanda, I have to disagree with that. Yeah, girl dad is very different from boy mom. Girl dad is bonding. Boy mom is overbearing and weird. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, like I didn't understand. Yeah, boy moms have their sons terrorizing women. Right. Yes. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. And it looks like we're at half of our live goal. Sweet deal. Okay, when we get that completed, I will open up the panel for discussion. But yeah, I have to disagree about the girl dad thing. The girl dad thing is not like a bunch of weird dads being weirdos. I'm sorry, I got to disagree with that. All right. Yes. So let's see. Boy moms blur the lines. Okay, they blur the lines. And they act kind of like they're their son's first wives. And when we're talking about the prison stuff now, oh gosh, I didn't even realize I was doing it. Oh, come on, Mandy. I'm like, what am I doing? That's a new thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. You've seen plenty of girl dads overspoil their girls just as much as boy mom, and it breeds intolerables. No, okay. Now, what do you mean overspoil? Like, what does that even mean? Okay? Because, again, these two aren't even in the same class of stuff. Okay? They're not the same thing. Not even close. And then you're talking about overspoil. That's just bad parenting. Yeah, like, it's just bad parenting. Yeah, exactly, because it's not about spoiling. And intolerables, like, what the fuck is that? I'm trying not to swear as much. I was telling my mom today. Yeah, because I'm like, what do you mean by over spoiling? Because I'd have to understand what that means. Because, like, I've learned in recent years, focus on beauty. That should be a focus. Why is that not a focus? Okay, like, why is that not a focus? It should be a focus. If it's something that makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So what is the dad supposed to do? Like, okay, not go get his daughter's nails done with her? Like, not go get, get a pedicure or something? Because it birds lovers. What? I'm sorry. Okay, listen, Amanda, I'm not sure if you have faced some kind of personal trauma in your life because he dismissed his daughter's interest in academics. That's not the same thing. That's something else. Like that's not a girl dad. That's not the same thing. Okay, that's something else. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna have to like ignore you actually for the rest of it because you're being a weirdo. Let's see. I want my daughter to look beautiful and well kept and clean and amazing. Yeah, like they're not just as toxic. Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like something. I don't know. Maybe she's had a trauma, and so I don't want to. But like, yeah, it's like she's purposely missing the point and trying to force it to be something that it's not. And it's not. Girl dads as a whole, like girl dads, hey, what's going on there, Bromeo? Girl, like, please fix that. I can't wait until all this stuff is over so you could go back. But what's going on there? Oh my God. Emery, thank you so much for the Go Popular. But yeah, you're good. Are you ready? When are you going to pick up the kids, Emery? I gotta know now because I should have like put that on a calendar. Like I think about that a lot. Oh, they're home already? Oh, well, shit. Awesome. Oh, man, I bet y'all are relieved. Thank goodness. Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Let's see. Triple Heart, you said you've seen too many times where boy moms compete with the wife or girlfriend. Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's safe. Cynthia, you've seen it too? Yeah. Yeah. So, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the pass the burden mom. Okay? The pass the burden mom is a weirdo as well, okay? I know, Bisa. I don't know why she's sticking with it. I'd be embarrassed to stick with something when it's wrong like that. Like, golly. Like I don't know. Anyway, so the pass the burden mom is like the opposite, okay? She is the opposite of the final boss, okay? But she's still evil. She is tired. Okay, she has been carrying. All right, can somebody just mute Amanda? Just mute her, because I can't look at this. Like, it's so fucking weird. Thank you so much. Like, I'm tired of looking at her face. I'm tired of looking at her dumbass comments. I'm fucking tired of looking at, like, whatever weird trauma that she's got. Like, when she said overspoiled, like, what does that... Like, I can't. Yeah, thank you. She's muted. I can't. Because that was wild. Yeah. I don't know if she was being willfully obtuse. I don't know, but yes, thank you. Yeah, why have an issue with dads treating their daughters well? I don't know. More dads need to treat their daughters well. More dads need to do that. Oh my God. Anyway, thank y'all. So the pass the burden mom is tired because she has been carrying her son through addiction, crime, and prison stints, okay? She's been doing it all. What's going on, Miko? Why? All right. And so she is done, and she is completely happy for another woman to take over. And she is going to do whatever it takes. She's going to do whatever it takes to get that done. Let's see, any dad telling their daughter her looks are more important than education is a toxic man. Yeah, exactly. And that is not a girl dad at all. Like, that is something else. That is a bad dad. Okay. Oh, please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. And we are a little more than halfway finished with that goal. Nice. All right. So I want to know from you all, would you want a man's mom to hand him off to you? Or would you see that as a red flag? How would you see that? Let's see, I'm willing to argue that the way you present yourself can matter more than a degree, but I digress. Well, you know what? That might work for men, but really not for women. Not for women. And definitely not for women of color. You've got to have that paper behind you. Or some other stuff behind you. Dudes can get away with not having a degree and just being a cool guy and maybe having some certifications. But the way things are going right now, women need their degrees. They've got to. You know what I'm saying? That's actually more important than how you present your... I mean, well, actually, no, because women gotta... it's exhausting for a woman. Let's see. As long as she isn't trying to be the HBIC in his life. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think anybody wants that lady. Yeah, red flag, expecting to be a second mom. Yeah, red flag, red flag, red flag. Yeah, definitely a red flag. It's gross. Handing them off. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. Let's see. Where are we at? Dang. Oh, hey, Emery, thank you so much for power sharing the live. All right, so let me talk about the top viewers real quick. Thanks for the roses, I'm thinking. All right, Carolina Queen is number 1, Mandy's number 2, Momo's number 3, Twyla's number 4, and Miso is number 5. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so that passed the burden mom. She's kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay? She's going to smile in your face and sacrifice you in secret. What do I mean by that? She's going to be real nice to the girlfriend. Okay? She's going to be super nice. She's going to be warm and inviting, welcoming, and supportive, you know. She's going to, whatever you need to talk, she's going to be a listening ear. You know, she's not going to be like controlling or try to overstep her bound. She's going to seem pretty darn normal. Okay? She'll seem like a friend to you. But the thing about it is, you got to remember that she's got that son in prison. She's going to act in a way that like doesn't make sense. Like when you'll look at the son's charges and you see like maybe he's been getting in trouble since like, you know, like maybe he's been getting in trouble for the last 10 years and he's only, you know, 27. Okay? So he's been getting in trouble since his teens. Like bad stuff. Drugs, robbery, whatever. Just stuff. And then you've got this mother that doesn't behave the way you would assume a mom would behave who has a son who's been getting in trouble for 10 years. That should be a red flag. That should be a red flag. Now, it's not to say that, you know, every dude that's gotten in trouble since he was a teenager, you know, has had like a bad home life. There's some kids that just get involved with the wrong crowd and, Maybe their dad is gone. They don't have anybody to look up to or anything like that. And then, of course, they stop listening to their moms after a certain point. Sure. But the mom is going to be a little bit different too. In a lot of those cases. I'm saying this as somebody that's seen these moms come into visitation. And I've listened to the jail calls. You'll be able to tell from the stuff that they're saying, from how they say things, their views on certain things. If you pay attention enough, you'll kind of get a glimpse on how maybe they parented. But these moms that are going to smile in your face and pretend that everything is okay, not necessarily minimizing their son's crimes, but they're really friendly and they're really, really supportive. And they thank you for everything that you do for her son. And it's like all this stuff. It's like really sugary. And she's got like these really good manners. Okay? Thank you, Mrs. Smith. If something about her behavior doesn't really match up to her kid's behavior, I'm not sure. Okay, hold on real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you get where I'm going with this. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you get where I'm going with this. Like, let me see if I can find a really good example. Okay, for anybody that grew up in the time period I did, I have a boomer mom. Okay? You know how back in the day, like if you have a boomer mom, you could have just gotten in trouble. Because, of course, kids were getting spanked back then. Your mom just spanked you. And she's yelling at you, and you're getting spanked. Okay? You're getting spanked, and then the phone rings. She's been yelling at you. You weren't supposed to do this. I told you to do the dishes. And you're getting spanked. But the phone rings, and then she gets on the phone, and she's like, hello? Hey, how are you doing? Oh, no, I'm doing great. And then you're like, you're listening to that and you're like, she was just screaming at me a second ago. Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like, are y'all following me here? Trying to use that as an example. Somebody let me know that you understand where I'm going with this. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay? That shit is off. When you have a mom who's got a son, especially if she raised that son by herself, okay? Oh, shoot. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. These women are scarier. To me, these women are actually scarier than the boy mom final boss. Okay? Because if you're not catching it, if you're not paying attention or you're not sure what to look at, you're gonna miss it. Because she's being really nice. Okay? So let's take it back. Let's say he's 27 years old and he's been getting in trouble since he was 17. Let's say she was a mom, a single mom, okay, having to work, trying to take care of her kids, trying to keep a roof over the kids' heads, all that stuff. And when we take it all the way back, you would have never thought about this. That's why I'm here, Tay. That's why I'm here, Tay. When you take it all the way back, moms, we have an understanding that moms who are doing everything by themselves have a tendency to be abusive. Okay? Because poverty makes parents abusive. It makes their temper short. They're worried all the time. They're probably not getting enough sleep, especially if they're having to work a couple of jobs to make ends meet, and they're not able to like be as nurturing and give that and do everything the way that they would have wanted to. Okay? It sucks. Okay? It sucks. And so you've got this mom who's trying to hold everything together. Okay? And because she's trying to hold everything together, and then also what we know about fathers, which is they typically, like even when they're in the home, they do not do enough. That mom, if you've heard the term working single mom, that mom is doing most of everything when the man is in the house. But if he's gone, a lot of the time, it's like out of sight, out of mind. And a lot of these dudes don't even financially help with their own children. It's like pulling teeth to get them to help financially care for the children. So you've got a mom who is likely robbing Peter to pay Paul. She's working probably more than one job, and she is having a very rough time trying to keep everything together. And so her son, yeah, they call it helping you, not paying support. Exactly. And that's how they view it too. So a lot of those guys, a lot of those fathers are like, I'm not paying her money. That's how they feel about it. Not the fact that they created a life and they need to take care of that life. So you've got a lot of moms like trying to figure out how to make it all work. And so their children end up like basically on their own. They end up on their own a lot of times. And then a lot of those kids, especially boys, get into legal trouble. They get in trouble. But the mother will be talking to this girlfriend, and the way she's talking to her, you would guess that that mom was like a stay-at-home mother and had all the resources she needed to properly take care of her children, and she didn't have a worry in the world. That's what I'm talking about. That's what these wolves in sheep's clothing do. Like, that's how they behave to these girlfriends. They will talk. They will talk to these women like it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, exactly. Float freely. But what I'm talking about, stay with me, please. What I'm talking about is how these women will talk like they didn't have a problem in the world. Okay? That is how they will portray themselves to these women. And they do it like that because they want that new girlfriend to take up supporting her son because she is tired. Oh, you get it now, Triple B? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? She is going to be really nice. She is going to talk, but it doesn't match. Okay? And that's like, yeah, they will make you their best friend and tell you they love you so much. Yes, her behavior doesn't match what's going on with her son. She will be, like as they used to say in the old times, she'll be putting on airs. Okay? As if everything was great with her. Or, there'll be minimal troubles. You just described me. My 22-year-old daughter told me I wasn't a good mom because I wasn't nurturing, etc. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Look, but here's a little bit of advice. Listen to her. Okay? Listen to her. Try not to invalidate her feelings. and have like a real honest conversation with her, because what you don't want to do is lose her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that that's what you're going through right now, but like, yeah, go talk to her and be honest with her. You know what I'm saying? And try not to have like try not to be defensive. You know what I'm saying? Because like whatever her experience was, that's her experience. If she feels like that, it's because she just feels like that. And so you got to find out why. Okay? If you want to have a good relationship with her. Yeah. Validate the feelings. Yeah. All right, y'all. So that's what the boy mom, or that's what the sacrifice, that wolf in sheep's clothing is going to do. Okay? That wolf. And to me, she's more dangerous than the one that's like, that's my son, and I've been here from day one, and da-da-da. That nice one is going to throw you under the bus. Okay? Let's see. Do any of these males show remorse and effectively change while living on the inside? I don't think so. I mean, maybe one or two. Pokemon trainer! Pokemon, congratulations. I'm glad everybody's home safe. But yeah, float freely. I would say it's very rare. It would be very rare that they do actually change. Most of them don't. Most of them don't change. All right. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's supervised. Let's see. Yeah, saying the right thing to me, but the actual treatment of her son is the whole other thing. Yeah, you got to be really, really careful. You got to be very careful because they want to trap you. And in a weird way, y'all, that, real quick, please like the live, please share the live, and if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. That wolf in sheep's clothing is going to do a lot of the same stuff. She's going to have a lot of the same traits as as like those narcissistic inmates, okay? In her own way, in her own motherly way, she's going to love bomb you. She's going to love bomb you. She's going to future fake. Okay? She's going to minimize stuff. And she is going to make you feel safe with her. She's going to make you feel safe about the situation that you're in. Because what she really wants to do is trade places. Like she wants to take all the burden from herself and put it on you. Okay? Because her son is what matters the most. But she herself is tired. And instead of just saying, you know what, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet, because she's male-centered, she's just going to find somebody else to do it for her. Instead of ever having him be responsible, if that makes sense. So that's the thing. She is going to be supportive. But what she knows, on the inside, she's relieved. Because she knows her son is abusive. Okay? She knows her son is a piece of shit. But if he's with you, he's not in her house, tearing up her stuff. Okay? You wish I could host these talks at high schools with young women programs? Maybe one day. But yeah, those moms know all about their sons. And instead of just cutting them off because they are so male-centered, they will just find a victim, which would be you. Okay? And they're going to love bomb you. Oh, you're the best thing in my son's life. I'm so glad you met. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, we could, we could work together to make sure he's okay and get everything set up for him. And when he gets out, yeah, you guys are going to have, the best life. All that bullshit. Okay? And then throw you away. Yeah. I'm actually a little more afraid of her than I am of the mean lady that's really just competing with you. Okay? So, ladies, I want to know from y'all. Would you... Ooh, all while hooking him up with other women? There are... yeah. But I want to know, ladies, would you trust a man or would you trust a mom who was too nice about dating her son in prison. Would you? Yes or no? Would you trust that mom? She's being a little too welcoming about that. Like, huh. Yeah, I'm seeing no's. I'm seeing a never. No. Yeah. Oh, Triple B said, yeah, because you're slow, girl. It's like, yeah, you got to be careful. And it's sad because yes, exactly, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Because here's the thing. Let's see, you'll chill with the testing. Years ago, ex's mom used to complain I wasn't getting pregnant fast enough. Golly. That's frightening. So the mother was trying to baby trap you? That's a wolf. That is a wolf. Let's see. You're too trusting. You'd love to say no, but you're just being real. Not actually. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Triple B. Yeah, I had an ex's brother tell me to get away and run as far as I could from his brother who was in jail. It was after your second college degree. Oh, God. Yeah. She's trying to baby trap you. Now that's, I mean, yeah. That's the first time I even thought about it. Yeah. His family trying to baby trap you. Run. Run as fast as you can. Exactly. Let me talk about the top viewers real quick. Yeah, that is very scary. Carolina Queen is number 1. Mandy's number 2. Momo's number 3, Miso's number 4, and Triple B is number 5. Y'all, has anybody heard from Restless? Is he okay? Is he on vacation? Anybody hear from him? That's weird to not see him. Let's see, one boy mom told me he's the devil, get away. The grandma's putting their desires to be grandparents over the daughter-in-law. Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay. Good, Miso. Okay. Oh, for real? Okay, well, shit. Okay. Hey, Nina. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go. I know, Triple B. I'm like, what? Okay. All right. Yeah, like, that's weird to not see him. Let's see, your son is in prison. He told all his girlfriends and the baby mama to leave him alone. Good. Absolutely. Get them as far away from him as possible. And that is good that a mom's doing that. Hopefully they listen. Hopefully they listen. My God. So yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about these ladies, these girlfriends or wives, being set up as the parole plan. Okay? So many of those wolf in sheep's clothing / pass the burden moms hope their son paroles to the girlfriend's house so he won't end up back in hers. Okay? Again, these are male-centered women who won't just like leave their son alone. Like they won't let him fall. But they will throw another woman under the bus. These are the same kinds of moms, if you're wondering. Which nobody asked, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. These are the same moms who also have daughters in the home that have to do all the cooking and cleaning while the son never did anything. Those are the same moms. Those are the same moms that go to the school and fight with the teacher before they really get a good understanding of what could have happened. Okay? Those are those moms. All right? Let's see. Those are the same moms that call the prison and yeah, the mothers that are calling the prison. Oh, Lord, I used to hate those calls. I was so glad when I got promoted and I didn't have to work up front anymore, because I would be working at night. Okay, so from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And those evening phone calls from those moms wanting information that I couldn't even give them because they weren't the emergency contact, because a lot of them had wives. Oh, Misa, thank you so much for all those roses. Y'all, those ladies were so, like, rabid. I don't know what else to say about it. They were freaking rabid. Like rabid dogs. And then they get angry because you can't, God. But it's like, well, why don't you talk to his wife? I don't know. And then I didn't understand back then, but I mean, I do now. They hate their wives. They hate their sons' wives. Holding up the phone line. It's wild. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. They believe their baby over everything in life. Yeah. But those are those moms. Those are the moms. And those moms suck. Okay? So they know that turd of a son of hers is going to wreck her home, probably. Her finances and her peace. She's always going to be worried. But she is excited for her son to not be her problem anymore. That's what she wants. Okay? So I wonder, if a man's mom pushed for him to move in with you after prison, would you see that as love or a setup? The moms all support. Oh my God. Oh yeah, you guys could have the best. Oh, that'd be so great. You know what? You guys get together. I'll buy you a new sofa. I'll buy you a new sofa. Oh, you need a new stove? I'll buy you a new stove. How's that? We call it like a welcome home present. Yeah. They will do that. It is a setup. A 100% setup. These witches are setting you up. She's promising multiple women the same thing. Yeah, and trying to figure out, like, who he's going to go home to. And they're the ones that's going to get a new fridge. It's crazy. Hey, plenty of books. Yeah. It's a setup. Explain what the prison boy mom means. Oh, you just joined? Okay, so the prison boy moms, just like a regular boy mom, is pretty toxic. Okay? The prison boy moms see their sons as like their husbands. And they have a competition with any woman that comes in their life. Okay? There's that kind. She doesn't want to give information. She doesn't want to share information. She wants to keep control of the son, even the one that's in prison. But then there's another one who is she's the pass the burn mom, who I also like to call the wolf in sheep's clothing. She'll be really nice and sweet to the girlfriend, just so that she can pass her garbage son off to her because the mother is tired. And so she will do everything in her power to make sure that son goes to this new woman's arms. And she will be over nice. She'll be over nice to this woman and really, really supportive. And even though, and actually, I feel like I was saying earlier, I feel like the one that's really nice is more dangerous because, okay, for those that have followed me and have heard my outline about like why the toxic prison wives are dangerous, the ones that are recruiting other women into misery, there's this whole part about how women will feel safe. Like one of the reasons why those pick-me prison wives are dangerous is because they will make unsuspecting women feel safe by minimizing dudes' crimes and because they're a woman. So the other woman's thinking, well, why would she want to hurt me? Because she's a woman. You're a woman. I'm a woman. Same team, right? But no, that is not how that works. And so, but a lot of women end up getting, yes, Marianne. Yes, a lot. A lot. Yes. Women will recruit other women to be with dudes in prison. Yes. These mothers are doing the same thing. These wolves in sheep's clothing. All right, Momo. The wolves in sheep's clothing do the exact same thing. And it's very scary. And they do it because they want to make darn sure that that son isn't going to ask her for any more money, and to make sure he's not coming to her house. And let's see, are you about to explain that? I'm actually almost finished with this outline. What was your question? Actually, okay, here's the thing. I've got about 300 roses to go to complete the live goal. Once that's completed, I will allow people to come up on the panel for a discussion. So if you have questions that are a little bit longer, then you are 100% welcome to come up once the panel is open. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Ooh. Okay. They will support them and help them get married to their sons. Get them off the... Why do women recruit other women? What is the point? The point is to get women to give these dudes money to come and visit them, and to make illegal transactions for them as well over time. A lot of the time, that's the goal, is to help get drugs and phones and things like that into a prison for these men. And to be a part of like drug trafficking, contraband trafficking, like using Cash App, money laundering, credit card scams, things like that. Yeah. But it starts off as a pen pal or talking on the phone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The most benign of the recruitment is when, these toxic prison wives are just asking for gas money. Or they're asking, hey, can you spot me $50 because I put my last $50 on my husband's books. So it's almost like the most benign, want to turn it into a group effort to support these men financially. But on the dangerous end, you have women that are fully involved in criminal activity, and they recruit other women into criminal activity because it makes a lot of money. So there's things that you can get outside that don't cost much. Like you can pay $50 for a phone at Walmart, but that same $50 phone could cost $500 or more in prison. And so there's a lot of money. Like even tobacco, which is illegal in prison. I don't know exactly the going rate for tobacco, but it can cost, or it can be worth way more. So other drugs like, meth and cocaine and things like that, heroin even, those drugs are worth way more than they would be on the street. And so there are a lot of women who will risk their freedom to make this drug trafficking thing happen. So yeah, there's a few different reasons for the recruitment, but most of it's bad. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about how these ladies are two sides of the same male-centered coin. The boy mom, final boss, says, no woman is good enough for my son, even when my son is a complete and total turd. My son may have ran a bunch of people over with his car, but still, that is my baby boy and no woman is good enough for him. What's going on, Momo? And then the Pass the Burden mom says, any woman will do, as long as it's not me. Okay. I've been doing this for a really long time. Yes, I love my son, and he needs to be taken care of, but I don't care who it is, as long as she can take care of him, because I cannot have him coming back to me. So I will throw anybody under the bus. I will literally kick a woman into a fire if that means I don't have to, carry the weight of my son anymore. But I want him taken care of. Okay? Both of these women, both of these moms put their son at the center. Okay? Angel, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I don't know Angel. I don't know. Maybe, but I really don't know. But both moms put their son at the center. Both sacrifice women. Okay? Both are extremely toxic. Okay? Both of these moms are scary. Okay? So I want to know. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Which mom do you think is worse? Do you think the mom that's trying to push the new woman out of her son's life is worse? Or do you think the mom who is trying to trap a woman is worse? The sneaky one. Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah, the mom trying to trap. Yeah. Uh-huh. At least the mom's pushing you out as honesty. Yeah. Like, she's a weirdo, but she's honest. But she's a weirdo. But the bad part about that is that you got women that'll fight harder to stay in that son's life. And that son, I forgot about this. That son could be saying, don't pay attention to her. Like, she's just been doing this for so long. And you know how moms can be. And so, yeah. Actually, let me read some more of these. Let's see. Equally as bad. The mom that's trying to sugarcoat the relationship. The mom that thinks no one is good enough. Let's see. The mom trying to trap. The trapper. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. Now, I want y'all to get this picture in your head real quick. Okay. You know how like you'll hear those stories about a dad. Okay, a dad that has children with another woman. And then he gets a new girlfriend. And that woman is like freaking nuts. Like, she is riding hard for her boyfriend and will do everything for him. Like, go get a lawyer to help him get visitation, even though he probably could have just paid like $100 if he wanted to see his kids and go file for like to go to court. And it wouldn't have cost him that much if he actually wanted to see his kids. But he gets the new girlfriend and he makes that sad story. She doesn't let me see my kids. And then that new girlfriend is like, yeah, well, I can't stand that. So let's take her to court. And then she's paying all this stuff. I feel like the mother that is trying to push the new woman away could put a certain type of woman into that new girlfriend mode. I need to protect him from his evil baby mama. Let's take her to court. Like, I feel like that would make some women fight harder to be in his corner. Because if she's already in a situation where she's dating a dude in prison, things are already bad. They just are, okay? It's not the best thing to be doing. So when you have a mother who's being like monster-in-law, instead of walking away, instead of snapping out of it and being like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing anyway? I'm dating a dude in prison. Instead of thinking about it like that, like what am I doing? It might make her fight harder to be in that dude's life. There will be a competition. Because again, she's already in a headspace where she thinks it's okay to be in this relationship with a dude in prison. So they're both dangerous. And now I can't even figure out which one, to me, now I don't have an opinion on which one is worse. Because before, I was thinking it's the sneaky mom. But no, not necessarily. There are women out there where it's like, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going. There's people. That's just a people thing. But in this context, there are women that are like, oh, you're telling me I can't do something? Well, bet. So both moms could have a completely different effect on women. It just depends on who she is, who the woman is. Yikes. So neither mom is protecting women, okay? They're both protecting their relationship with their son at all costs. That's really what they're doing. Neither of those mothers care about you. They care about their son, sort of. Like in a not so great way. Let's see, my daughter's... Oh, thanks, Jordan. My daughter's dad said he's going to sign his rights off for our daughter and get someone else pregnant. Wow, that's gross. Let's see, Marstar. The woman that is not responsible for her actions are worse. Men are stupid. I'm just going to say it. Men in general are stupid and willfully obtuse. I don't know if that's a mean thing to say, but I'm just going to say, in general, men are stupid and willfully obtuse. And it's stupid to try to have a conversation with men about women's issues because they're not women. And because they're not women, when they talk, it's coming directly out of their butts. So basically, he is farting all over his phone. And the farts have somehow been able to make words. But it's still a fart. Still a fart. Anyway. I'm sorry, y'all. But I can't stand it when they do that stuff. It's like, do you not... You won't understand this. You don't understand it. And your opinion to me matters not. At all. I don't care what you have to say. The woman that is not responsible for her actions are worse. Get lost. Kick rocks. With no shoes on. Alright. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Oh, that banner is up there. I can't look at my information. Haha. I caught you. Oh. Help. Alright. Okay, so I want to know this. Would you ever take on a man in prison knowing his own mother doesn't even want him back at her house? Is that something you'd be willing to do? No. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why they'll never formulate it like that. They'll never say it like that. Formulate. I'm thinking lie detector test. Sorry, y'all. All right, so here's the real takeaway. Stay away. Stay away, okay? Both boy moms and pass the burden moms, okay, show one truth. If you date a man in prison, you're not just inheriting his baggage. You're inheriting his toxic family dynamic. Okay? So if his own mother either competes with you or hands him off like a burden, okay, that's not love. It is a straight up warning. And that's why women should never take on a felon, because his mother already knows what kind of man he is. Like, let's just not do that, okay? So I want to know from y'all, would you ever date a felon knowing that both types of moms are waiting on the other side? Does that change your perspective at all about the idea? I'm seeing some no's. I would not do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I mean, but I wasn't going to do it anyway. Let's see, it was the opposite with me. His mother tried to get me to not be with him. Well, yeah, that's the boy mom final ball. Oh, you mean like, okay, she was a nice mom. Okay, yeah. Or like a good, honest mom. Yeah, that's different. Not talking about those. Let's see, hell no, never date a felon. Exactly, male-centered women. Right? Male-centered women are freaking yucky. And I say that as somebody that used to be male-centered. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that I was. It was just straight up socialization. And looking back now, there were so many mistakes I made because of my male-centeredness. So gross. If the woman doesn't listen to the man's mother, she is a... Look at this dildo. If the woman's mother doesn't listen to the man's... If the woman doesn't listen to the man's mother, she is a pick-me, right? She should listen to women. I'm just going to block him. I don't have time for this crap. Men are stupid. Ladies, don't listen to men. Don't listen to men. What he's trying to do is blame people that shouldn't be blamed. Yes, he is victim blaming. He is a moron. He is a moron. Yeah. And I just don't have the patience right now. Yeah, he's trying to gotcha, but men aren't smart enough for that. That's the thing. He's not smart enough. And typically the dudes that come in here trying to say something are not smart enough to even, it's just not going to work out. Let's see, they will twist themselves into pretzels to blame women. 100%. Oh, did we just complete the live goal? Whoa, thanks y'all. All right, thank you, Child of God, Miso, Mandy, Momo, Twyla, Triple B, Carolina Queen, this chick, experiences, my name is, free prayer, accidentally, moving forward, Emmy Sue, Anna, Mayo, Big Sex, oh, that's Cynthia, Triple Heart, Jenny, and Seijo Queen. Thank you so much for completing the live goal. Every coin you throw in helps float the live so I can keep talking about issues just like this. These things that people don't really think about. Yes, we are opening up the panel. Absolutely. Whoa, why is it like this? Oh my god. Hold on a second. Okay. Do I post the lives later? The lives are on they're on YouTube. All right. Would anybody like to come up? Where's Duchess? Is Duchess still in here? Because she was talking about her son earlier. The fact that he's in jail. I guess because he defended himself in a fight and we were trying to figure out what the deal was with that. Is she still in here? I don't see her anymore. No, I don't see her anymore. You can't request? Oh shoot, and I can't ask you to come up either, Jordan. What's going on, Miso?
Hey.
Hey. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired. I came up to, because I didn't know if Juanita was going to answer me. She wanted to explain what he did wrong, that guy, in that stupid-ass statement. So, if y'all didn't catch it, he was basically saying, well, since she didn't listen to the woman, does that make her a pick-me, blah, blah, blah. So he's trying to, okay, so you know, a pick-me is somebody who is male-centered. It is not somebody who is anti-woman. So by saying he's so stupid trying to do the gotcha because he doesn't understand that. So her not listening to the mother is somehow in his head translated into her listening to men primarily, rather than just seeing things for what they are. See, they're stupid. They're so stupid. They can't even wrap their minds around a logical thought process in order to get the gotchas they're trying to do. I'll appreciate a good gotcha. I'll give, credit where credit's due. but they're too stupid to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't have the intelligence at all. And it's weird. It is super, super weird. I don't get it. And they love to argue, but it's like you can't really argue with somebody that's not smart. Like, that isn't versed in, like, what you're talking about. It just doesn't work out. Oh, cheers. Thank you so much for the Go Populars.
Jordan, you don't have those two colorful people right next to your comment line?
Yeah, it's weird because I can't even request her to come up. Because I'm guessing it must be her, Am I doing a song request? This isn't that kind of live. But I'm sure you'd be able to find one if you looked. Janessa, thank you so much for the finger heart. Cheers, thanks for the finger hearts. Like, nope, this is not a... Oh, boy. Oh, shoot. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Did y'all want to come up? What's happening? Nobody's coming up for the panel?
Jordan wanted to, but she can't.
Uh-huh.
Pamela said she wanted the panel to open up. I don't know if she just wanted to hear us talk or not.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, this is getting dicey when it's coming to opening up the panel and getting volunteers. Oh God, I'm almost at my wit's end trying to keep this thing flowing.
True.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened. Something happened. It's me. I know that. Like, I know it's me. But I have to figure out what I did. Like, what I messed up.
We did good yesterday when Wakanda was in here, but...
Yeah. But that was luck. That was just luck. Yeah. Let's see.
Well, we don't really do that.
Yeah, we don't really do ops. Because I'm mostly talking about abuse. And that's abusive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that's abusive.
Yeah, and it's not a safe space if we're up here letting men say, God, the awful things that they're going to say, and it can trigger somebody and put somebody in a bad headspace, and that's not what this live is about. So, while it does promote engagement, it hurts people at the same time. Yeah,
and I don't want to do that. Especially as somebody that used to be a victim advocate, I can't do that. Yeah.
Because what you see in the comments, if you let them people up here to speak, it's only going to be 100 times worse.
Mm-hmm. God, it used to be.
It's fine, float. Don't worry about it. It makes sense. I even talked to Lavender about that when we first started discussing what would help make it a little bit more. And she had to inform me that, that's not, the risks involved in letting these people come up here and say the things that they're going to say. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even the ones that come up here and start off real nice and real chill, they always come out and show their misogyny and their hate for women and their prejudices and biases. It never fails. It never fails.
Yeah.
Like we had one. Was he here yesterday with Paul here yesterday?
Yeah.
He's always centering himself. He's a felon, and we have friends that are felon. We have people that we know that are good people that were felons. But Paul likes to center himself, and it only took Paul about 5 minutes to start putting "who hurt you" in the comments. When we wouldn't let him keep centering himself and trying to. Oh my God! It never fails to who hurt you.
Yeah, it was rough. I couldn't.
Where's Pamela? Let's let her talk.
Hi, Pamela.
Hello.
Hey.
I mean, I told my story a little bit, a few weeks ago, whatever. And I want to let you guys know that I have not unblocked, undeleted, none of that. His mom, I was listening to the topic and trying to figure out where his mother fits in with what she was doing with me. And he was asking for so much money all the time. And like I said, I'm on a fixed income income and all that stuff. So I finally said to him one day, I said, why has your mother stopped helping? Why, you know, you have clearly a bigger family than I do that, why are they not helping? Why are you just dependent on me?
Mm-hmm.
So he actually says to me, well, my mother filed bankruptcy and she has no money to to help. And I don't think that changed my mind to help him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, I would just like listen to some of the things that he said, and like he would be like, oh, she just got a new car and she didn't have money. She always had an excuse as to not help. When I was helping so much, she would send me these little cards, oh, thank you for loving my son and all this stuff. And then once I stopped helping, she turned on me so quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She dropped me like a hot potato. And I started writing this stuff out. I did talk to my therapist. I opened up to my therapist about everything. And so we are working on my issues that, but I really started writing it out in my journals.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with my emotions behind this stuff. But it's just so funny that, everybody stopped talking to me once I said I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned if the person got paroled or whatever, would you invite them into your house or whatever to live, I never had to worry about that, number one, because of his charges.
Mm-hmm.
But I did ask him one time, I said, if you ever got out, would you come to live here with me, or would you go straight to your mama? And he said he'd go straight to his mama. He is like a mama's boy. I mean, he's in prison for violent crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And in her eyes, he can do no wrong. So, it's just, sometimes I think, like, I don't understand, like, what the topics are or whatever, but I guess it does apply to what I've gone through, because I'm listening and I'm like, wow, I can relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
This has happened to me, But when he told me that his mom filed bankruptcy and she was not in a position to help, I'm like, that just sounds so crazy to me, because she's buying cars, she's buying houses, she's taking trips, but yet she can't help her son. She's dependent on somebody else to help her son,
Mm-hmm.
who has no money for it. So that's kind of what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I wanted the panel to open up, so I was like, let me hurry up and get those roses so the panel can open up.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Because I wanted to hear that other lady's topic, discussion too, Duchess.
Yeah, I wanted to hear about that, because I'm like,
story.
that doesn't sound like something that happened.
She pointed out that he's got a CCW, which, if people don't know, it's a carry permit. And when she immediately pointed that out, it just showed me, like, I have one. And not everybody that has one is like that, but a lot of people are very egotistical with those things,
Mm-hmm.
and they will go get one just to have it on them and be like, I'm this kind of person. I have one. I've had one for, I think, 2018. I can count on probably both hands how many times I've actually put that thing on my hip
Mm-hmm.
and walked around with it. I just have it for if, whens, and wheres. Like, if I've got to go somewhere, like, I buy stuff on Facebook Marketplace, so I like to carry it with me when I go, because people are crazy. But I don't wear it in public like that. So when she immediately mentioned the CCW, I was like, oh, this is probably the kind of kid that wants a reason to use it. So all those little, like, we kept asking her in the comments, but what happened? What did the person do to warrant getting pew-pewed? And she would never answer that. She just kept defending what the person, he hit him. Okay, did he punch him in the shoulder? Did he slap him in the back of the head? What happened that warranted this person being charged for a first degree, which usually means that you're an aggressor?
Mm-hmm.
Or extremely unwarranted responses.
Yeah.
It's giving shot through the door because he was afraid. at the, y'all heard about
I
the.
hate that she didn't. I hate that she's not in here because I really wanted to hear her story.
I mean, it was probably going to be nonsense. It was probably going to be nonsense. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Yeah, it was likely going to be nonsense. What we were likely going to hear was a boy mom.
Because she did say, well, he's got a bone disorder or something. She was trying to validate him so much.
Oh my
she was trying to
God.
validate him. I was waiting for her to say, well, because he's got this bone disorder, things that happen to me and you may not affect you the way it affects him. So he had every right to put that BB in his body because you don't know what could have happened to his body if he got hit too hard. I don't even know if that's a defense. If somebody has an illness or whatever, like an unseeable illness, can they pew somebody that, I don't know. Reasonable fear,
Yeah. Real quick, I'm thinking I'll probably battle on Friday. That kid was sad last night. He kept trying to get my attention. I almost had him muted. Which I didn't want to do that, but I was trying to explain, like, dude, I'm not battling today because, I battled like 3 days straight. I don't like it that much. But, yeah, he was, ooh.
Was that same kid or a whole different?
Yeah, the kid,
You done spoiled him.
Yeah, I guess we did. He messaged you a bunch of times? Oh, Lord. Yeah, because we sent him a gift, like a big old gift. Let's see, even though yours tried to get me out today. Let's see. Allowed him to hit on... What? She allowed him to hit on me, so I was wondering what her reasoning was. Kayla, can you come up? Even though mine tried to get me not to date him, she allowed him to hit on me. So I was wondering what yeah, can you come up, Kayla? I can't request for you to come up. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, if you want to.
I was worried about the kid. I think after the first or second time, you were really nice to him, and then, like, immediately you got somebody else in your comment or requesting was like, oh, you want me to dance too? And I thought, like, the floodgates were going to open.
Oh.
Like, because you never know, like, how many of these people that you're doing this with have, like, multiple, like, people doing it with them. So, like, they see that one person's getting a little bit of attention and coins, so then they jump on the gravy train.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But battling is tiring, and then on top of it, like, I need to be doing some, well, I mean, like, yeah, we gotta learn to battle. I have to be battling, but not like we were doing. But also, I gotta be doing agency battles as well. I'm thinking, thank you so much for the finger hearts. Yeah, I gotta be doing the agency ones. There's so much stuff I gotta do, y'all. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock now. I might actually, I'm thinking, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the welcome seal. Yeah, the way this is going, because this is like super, I can't believe like nobody else wanted to come up. I'm probably going to get out of here and get back to working on the new live structure. I was up late. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh, hey, you just reached member level 24. Awesome. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm probably going to get up out of here since nobody really wants to share so I can get back to work. Yeah, when I was talking to my mom this morning, like, she had no idea, like, how much work I actually put into this stuff. Natalie, thanks for the finger heart. She had no idea. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, for just the outlines alone are just like writing a paper. But anytime I do like an overhaul, like whether it's an overhaul in structure or like even design and stuff like that, like there's a lot of thought that goes into it. Actually, the overhaul for design wasn't even, God, that was like not that big of a deal. Oh, thank you so much, Carolina Queen. But like I was telling my mom, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I think, like, I'm trying not to pressure myself too much because I don't know. I think I can do it, but like at the same time, like that, the goal, because again, it's like for me to get to another manager that's going to like take my content like even further, I have to show the agency that I deserve it. I have to earn it in their eyes, and to earn it in their eyes, that is hitting a 500,000 diamond goal in a month. I was close last month. I was very close last month. But, and it was a fluke. I'm not sure if it was a fluke. I'm not sure what it was, but I got really close last month. But to be able to earn it, because again, like I promised y'all, like I'm always going to be innovating. Like always. Because I don't want to be doing the exact same thing all the time, because like that doesn't, like to me, like if I were the one that was spending my money on a creator, I would not spend money. Like I would not spend more money incrementally for the exact same content. Like I just wouldn't do it. And so I don't expect anybody else to either. So I've been trying to figure out for a few days now, like about a week, like what can I do to give y'all a better experience that would be worthy of the 18,000 diamond a day goal. And so that has been difficult. That has been difficult for me. So I have been in the lab. That's what I call this area right here. When I'm not streaming, I have been here trying to figure out like what I can do better. Like what I can do better. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I was going to ask a question. So
Go. Yeah.
trying to, just to get ready for your lives and all that stuff is basically a full-time job.
Yes.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, like it is literally a full-time job. I'm retired. Thank God. And that's like the only reason that I could do this the way that I do it is because I don't have to work outside the home. Thank God. Because there's no way. Like if I were going to be doing this, and I'm going to tell y'all, let's see, a lot of inmates that manipulate. My son is doing time. He tells me what goes on behind those walls. Yeah. Real quick, please like the live, please share the live, and if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Now, for the people, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, there is so much money to be made on TikTok. Like, for real. There's a lot. There are creators that, you know, my agency covers that are making $30,000 a month. There is so much money to be made on TikTok. And do y'all want to know the creators that make the most money? Do y'all want to know? Because like seriously, I need to sign up. I need to go back over there and sign up to be a recruiter, to recruit people into it. Okay, you don't pay them. All right, the agency doesn't take any money from you. TikTok is the only entity that takes any money from you. Okay, they take their cut. All the agency does, TikTok pays the agency. I'm with Gravitas, not gamers. Nope, no miso. It's the battlers. Professional battlers make the most money. Professional battlers. Okay? And there's a whole pathway. Actually, okay, before I bore the shit out of y'all with this stuff, why? Because it generates, it's like this, it's like a psychological thing, and it generates a lot of money. So what do battlers do? They go into those battles, and they just make a bunch of money. Like, okay, before I bore anybody with this, does anybody want to hear this? Like, put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to explain content creation for a little bit and my agency and what they actually do. Okay. Because everybody can earn money on TikTok. Okay, everybody. And honestly, if you spend a lot of time on here and you're not earning money, what the shit are you doing? Seriously. Now, I didn't know about agencies and live hosting. I thought a bunch of people were making all their money from like having the 10,000 followers and being a part of the creator rewards program. That's where I thought people were making all their money, which there are people making a lot of money. However, there are all these rules. There's all these things about like what Saffron YouTube. Yeah, that's what I thought. And there's all this stuff about like, okay, what views count and how long the video has to be and all that. Okay. Plus you're editing and you're doing all this stuff. I had no idea that there were people that don't really make very much content at all. They just go live and they're live for hours a day doing a specific thing. Now, I found out about live creators because I was making videos for my content for this prison stuff. That's how I started. I started off by making videos in July. I'd had my account forever and I wasn't taking it seriously at all. Okay? I did not take my account seriously. I just, made a video here and there, whatever. But when I started making those videos, I noticed that the information that I was giving was not going to people that I wanted to talk to. It was a bunch of people that just agreed with me. And I mean, that's cool, but my whole goal was to like help people. And so I was like, okay, let me start going to these engagement rooms, which I never went to. Let me start going to these rooms because I know they exist, where people are finding new friends. They're finding new besties. And thank y'all so much, Pamela and Triple B for the finger hearts. Let me go to those. And so I did, because the whole point was like, find people that I would have never seen anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like from my algorithm. There I would find people from all over TikTok. Okay? And some of those people might actually need to hear my stuff. And so that's what I did. And there was one particular live room, one live host that I was going to a lot. Her name's Bree. And she's amazing. Okay? She had like a really cool amount of people in her room. I loved her energy. And she was doing a really good job. But I had no idea that what she was doing, I didn't know that she was getting paid. And then once in a while, she would mention her agency. She's with Gravitas Q. And I was like, okay, that's going in one ear and out the other because all I'm worried about is reaching more people that would care about my videos. That was it. Until one day, late July, okay, it was like the end of July. She's like, this is how much money I made from being a live host in 1 week. And this was a slow week. And it was $1,200 in 1 week that she made from being a live host. And she is an engagement room host. And I said, huh. I had no interest in going live, but I saw that $1,200 and she said that was a slow week and she'd been doing this for 3 months. And I was like, oh, okay. And so that's how it took her 3 months. 3 months to start making $1,200 a month. Yeah. Thank you, Saffron. 3 months to make $1,200 on a slow week. Slow week. Okay? Let's see. That way the opportunity would completely change the game. Even just a little bit of income. Exactly. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. But also I didn't have... So I was like, well, I'm going to try it. And I signed up under her. And they were asking, like, well, how many diamonds do you have? I was like, none. How many followers do you have? At the time, I had like 3,500 followers or something. And I wasn't going live at all. But I guess they saw my content because you have to give them permission to like go and look at your stuff. And they looked at my content. And they looked at my analytics. And they were like, you know what? Okay, you're in. I was shocked. So then, after like a couple of days, they gave me my welcome package, which included oh God, a lot of like curriculum, a lot of videos. There were like, I don't know, 40 something different videos to watch or more. It was a lot. It took me a while to get through all that training. But the training was to help you make the most out of being a live host. Giving you the secret sauce. Yeah, Mandy, because you've gone through it too. It is a lot. It's a lot. However, it's worth it if you're willing to do the work. And so for me, I was like, hell yeah, let's do that. And that's how I ended up doing this. Hosting these lives, talking about prison stuff. So I took my content that I was already doing it and I turned it into a live. And that brought my content way more attention than the videos were. Because people are live. And then I'm also making some money from it as well. But the thing about it is, oh yeah, please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Andrea, thank you so much for getting your daily heart me. So what ends up happening, let's see, so when will you become a recruiter? Yeah, I need to go ahead and just do that today. I've been so like busy with the live and trying to fix it and try to do things because I was good before. And then I got a creative manager when I got to 200,000 diamonds. So that's the manager I have now. But now I have like over, I've got a bunch of diamonds. But the new goal, and like she is helping me a lot, like fix my stuff to make more. But my thing is like, okay, so how do I make that stuff fit into the prison thing? That's why you saw, like I had a whole other background. That's why all that stuff got ripped off the wall. This looks different now to change things up because I have to make I have to do certain things. Oh, we made it to 100K. Momo, thanks for letting me know. But yeah, I can sign up to be a recruiter. You know what? But I don't think you have to wait for me to be a recruiter necessarily. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, don't wait for me to be a recruiter, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, with how busy I am, I might not get to it today. But if it's something that you'd be interested in doing, just go to the Gravitas Q site. Like, just go to them. They have a page on TikTok. And and I think you can, like Mandy's saying, you can put my name in there. I don't know if that does anything. Like, I don't think I actually get credit for that. But I mean, like, maybe they'll know, like, oh shoot, you signed up under whatever, but I'm not technically a recruiter. But yeah, but just go, okay? Just go do it. Now, what I will tell you is Gravitas Q is the number one. They are number one with TikTok. And the way it works is TikTok pays Gravitas Q in advance. They pay them to go find creators that will generate more income, okay? That's what TikTok does. So because TikTok is already paying Gravitas Q does not take any of your money. What they do is give you ban protection. But you got to be careful with that because I did get banned and they weren't able to help me because of that changeover. The rules changed, the bullshit that just happened in September. But I will tell you this. If you're just trying to make some money, because I still appreciate them because I wouldn't have gotten as far as I've gotten without them, without their teachings. Okay. It's still my content. It's me, but it's their secret sauce in there. And that stuff, the way that they do things works. So you got to listen to them. Now, if you're not trying to work very hard, let's say you don't have a niche at all, but you still want to make a bunch of money, battle, or engagement lives. Do the battles, be a battle host, or be an engagement host. There are 4 different pathways that you can pick with Gravitas Q. Now, also, before I get into Gravitas Q, there are a bunch of live host agencies. I'm not necessarily saying go with Gravitas Q because I'm with it. I would say go with them because they are number one. They have won a lot of awards and they generate a lot of money for TikTok, which means, and they've been doing this for years. They've got the secret sauce. Okay. I'm not saying that other agencies don't either. I am saying do your research, but also, if you're looking at live host agencies and they don't have a website, I wouldn't do it. Or if you're seeing an agency and they're asking you to pay them, don't go with them. You should not have to come out of your pockets to be with an agency. Okay? You should not. And the agency should have a website. And they should be teaching you things. Okay? Gravitas Q does all of that, plus they're number one. Okay? So now, with Gravitas Q, there are 4 different pathways. Okay? There's the gamers, which is new. All right? Those are the people that you see streaming their video games and stuff on here. And, you know, they've got their cool setup and whatnot. Gamers. There's the battlers. There's the music people. Okay? Like the singers and the musicians and the DJs and all that stuff. There's those. And then there's my category. Anything that doesn't fall under gaming, battles, and music is entertainment. That's where I fall under. 4 separate pathways. Okay. You got your initial training, which is a lot. And then if you're able to, which I did not get one. I didn't get to go through the pathway course. The boot camp. The boot camp is like a 7-day thing. Mandy went through it. Okay. So you go through your initial training, and then you may or may not go through a boot camp. Okay. And then you move on. Like after you get to, after you've made like 200 diamonds in a month, you get a creative manager. Or actually when you get to 200,000 diamonds, you get a creative manager. So I skipped the pathway thing, the boot camp. Now I went straight to a creative manager. And the only reason for that was because nobody had gotten a hold of me. And I think they were doing a changeover to the app. There's an app now. So there was some confusion. It's okay. And so now, like, yeah, if you need to understand battles, they will teach you how to battle. Which actually, I have to go look at the courses for battles later. But I will go back and do that. Everything you need to be a live host, Gravitas Q will teach you. Okay? And everybody, because the whole goal, if you have questions, if you are, you know, if you're not doing as well, there's going to be somebody there to help you. Okay? There's going to be somebody that'll help you take your content to the next level, because the more money you make, okay, basically the more money they make, even though they're not taking it from you, but it's like you're showing, it's like they're able to show TikTok, like, yeah, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Because again, TikTok pays Gravitas Q. They don't take any of your money. Okay? And even when it comes to signing up someone, like me signing up under Bree, the woman I signed up under, she doesn't get a part of my earnings. Like, it's not like a pyramid scheme or anything like that. Nothing like that. Now, she gets a bonus from, like, after she's made, like, a few people, like, I can't remember, because that's the whole thing. But she'll get a bonus from Gravitas Q. But she has no part in my earnings at all. Okay? Nothing. She gets none of my money. My money is my money. Okay? TikTok pays Gravitas Q. Gravitas Q trains me. What's going on? One life to live. So that's the really cool thing too. So I would say, do your research, look into it, go on to, and also be careful, because there's 2, if you're going with Gravitas Q, there's 2 pages they have. They've got the page for the United States, and then they've got the UK page. If you're in the United States, make sure you're at the US page. Sign up with the US. Don't mistakenly sign up for the UK, okay? Because they got like 2 locations. All right. So that's one thing. And yeah, mention me. I'm not a recruiter yet. I'm not sure if it does anything cool. I don't think I don't get any bonuses, but I mean, that would help. That would probably help me a little bit. Like, hey, I am pointing people in their direction to help generate more funds. But yeah, if you're busy, like if you work a full-time job, I would suggest getting into something that you don't have to think a whole lot about. And that would be battles and engagement lives. Because it's not like you have to write an outline like I do. Yeah, you work a full-time job. You could still do this and make some extra income. You could still spend time on this. But I would say don't do like what I'm doing. If you know your time is limited, don't do something where you're going to have to write papers all the time. Don't do that, okay? Because that's a lot of work. What I do is a full-time job in itself, okay? But if you want extra income, you would have to spend some time on TikTok, though. You would have to spend a few hours a day, like 2 to 3 hours a day minimum, okay? They would want you to get in a certain amount of hours, but it's totally doable, even if you have a full-time job. A lot of those creators that do this have full-time jobs, okay? And again, they are making a bunch of money every week, okay? You need to start, since you want to talk about travel, dance, and blurty stuff. Yeah, if you want to do that stuff, yeah, like, give it a try. But think about it. Is there a minimum follower count? No. Well, I think they said something about 800, or they want you to have around... You might be okay. But here's what I would do, Triple B. I would go into some of those engagement lives and get your follower count up just a little bit. Just to be on the safe side. Let's see, you want to be live, but you're shape-shifting. You got to work on your self-control. What does that mean, one life to live? What on earth does that even mean? You silly. You silly. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me. And please subscribe, you silly. Does anybody have any other questions, though? Because I am about to go. Because I want to try to... Y'all, I got to make some changes. Again, like today, so far, yeah. See, I'm not going to meet my goal for today. Like for this live. Because I was trying to make it... Let's see, if a viewer comes in crying, they're going to get me crying. Hey, I've cried in here. That's fine. I've done it. It's okay. When stuff happens, I mean, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's fine. But yeah. Like, I've got to try to... I'm probably going to dip. But yeah, I've only made like 4,000 diamonds. So that's like less than half of what I should have tried for. Let's see. You'll try once he stops cluster feeding because he doesn't need to be on camera. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to put kids on the camera. Yeah. I mean, there's some moms that do it, but still, yeah, because that could be a ding on you. You don't want to do that a lot. What's going on, Dean? But yeah, so that's what I have to do, because now that I'm sitting at this 18,000 diamond a day quota, again, I cannot give you the same content that I was giving you before and expect y'all to just give me more money. Like, that's wild. That is wild. Oh, you just got in. Oh, Dean. I know I'm about to leave, but I was explaining to them about being a live host and getting the bag, getting some of that money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I know. So I'm about to dip. I'm hungry, but yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but I gotta do better, Dean, because my creative manager told me that I've got a 18,000 diamond a day goal that I gotta make, and I haven't been making it. That's 126,000 diamonds a week. I did the math, which comes out to, how much is that I gotta generate? That means I have to generate 126,000 diamonds a week divided by 200. That's $630 that I have to generate each week. Yup. Yeah. So like, it's yeah. So I'm working on making the live better. I'm working on making the live better, so I can ask y'all for more money, so that y'all won't feel like suckers for asking for more money. LJ, you saying yeah, LJ, I'm glad. But yeah, does anybody else have any questions about being a live host? Because I'm serious. If you got the time, which actually I feel like y'all should make the time. Especially if you can manage like 2 hours a day. Shoot. You could do like 2 or 3 hours a day as a engagement host. Sell stuff on the TikTok shop while you're being an engagement host. That's another stream of income. And yeah, Saffron, you can manage 2 hours a day. Yeah, I'm telling you. And that training, like, it's gonna be easy. Okay. Yeah, Triple B, you could do that for sure. Yeah, exactly. I want everybody to make. There's too much money on here, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Oh, thank you so much, LJ. Should you fine tune your niche? Listen, you gotta you gotta really be honest with yourself, because once you get in a niche, you're almost stuck with it. Okay, you understand? You're almost stuck, because if you change up your stuff, the algorithm is going to have a difficult time. Okay, so you want to be careful. So you want to think about it. Okay, like, okay, Triple B, what is your niche? Like, what is your niche? Oh, excuse me. Let's see, but it's what you study and advocate for on a regular basis. Okay, here's the thing. You got to remember. All right, so it's what you study and advocate for. That means you would have to be coming up with fresh content. Okay? Fresh content. Yeah, you're an aspiring social worker and passionate about SA and CSA. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're in school. Well, if you're in school, it might be a little bit easier because you're already... Are you in school right now? You might be able to get away with this. You are. Okay. You might be able to get away with this because... Yeah. But, I mean, still, online school is hard anyway. I mean, that's a lot of time. Okay? But because you're already writing papers. Okay? And if you're doing it online, that means you're having discussion posts and whatnot that you're having to do, which are all like mini papers. Yeah, it's a lot. If you're already doing that stuff already, then you could really easily turn that stuff into an outline. Okay? Like, you could turn it into content for a live easily, and you already have your work. Because it's not like you did your coursework and then threw it in the garbage. I'm pretty sure you have saved like every paper. I'm guessing. Like, you probably have every paper saved. And as far as discussion posts go, since you're doing your school online, I mean, do they close out or anything? Can you go back and look at your discussion posts after they're all graded and stuff? Or are you unable to do that? Because I bet you there's good stuff, like good content in the posts, in the discussion posts, that you can turn into an outline. You can't go back, but you tend to save them. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, and that's good to save them anyway, because you never know. There could be like a problem or something, and you don't want to have to like redo your work. Okay, good. Yeah. So you can, let's see, you can in this semester, but others I can't access anymore. Okay, good. Okay. Well, that's the thing. So you should be able to have some content, and then you could use your future content to help you make topics for a live. Okay? So that way you would be doing a lot less work, if you understand what I'm saying. Because what I'm going to tell you right now is that for every topic I have in here, okay, And I do rotate my topics. Please like the live. Please share the live. And if you can contribute to the live goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to get your daily heart me and please subscribe. Now, every topic I have in here, and let me see if I can count them, that I have saved. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, Jesus fucking Christ, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, Jesus Christ, 37, 38, 39, 40, Jesus Christ, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 49, 50. Wait, did I count that right? Or did I skip from 30 to... Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second. Right now, I'm trying to count exactly how many of these I act... Oh, Momo, were you trying to come up, Momo? Or was that an accident? Oh. Hey, Momo, was that an accident? Momo? Okay, I think that was an accident. Okay. Hold on. I got to recount because I messed this up. Oh, what's going on? Work from home, boo. Okay. Triple B, I hope you're still in here. Because I'm about to tell you, like, how many of these things I've written. And actually, it'll be missing some because some of them are on my old computer that died in the middle of a live. And God, I can't even remember how many I had on that computer. But so far, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, Jesus Christ, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, Jesus Christ, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112. Jesus Christ. 112 triple B. So in 3 months, I've never counted these before. In 3 months, I have written over 112 outlines, and each outline is like a college paper. It's a paper. Not all of them worked well. Some of them flopped. But 3 months. Holy shit. Yeah. 3 months. That's how much I've had to write. Let's see, it's the speaking part that you're scared of. Okay, listen. You can take your they're going to teach you how to do that. Okay? They're going to teach you how to do it. All right? For real. If you're interested, cuz you'll make more money if you show your face. I did not realize that that's how much work I've done in here. Yeah, you should look into it. It's awesome. But also, it's like, okay, you don't want to burn yourself out, okay, by I remember, because after about a month and a half of doing this stuff, I was almost completely burnt out. Like, I was really tired. And I never counted how many of these things I've done. Never counted it until just now. That's a lot. That's actually kind of abysmal. But I am, for the most part, finished writing. And I'm just like recycling things, changing around things that didn't work that well, putting things together, blah, 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 blah. My God. Oh my God. Achievers, thank you so much. But yeah, definitely check out being a live host. If you don't want to be thinking too much, if you don't want to be doing a lot of writing, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be doing a lot of organizing, like a bunch of behind the scenes organizing, like you're writing a paper, I would say being a battle host or a music live host. Like if you do music, okay? Or an engagement host. Like, you know, just think about that. So you don't burn yourself out mentally while working a full-time job, okay? Because you can still make a nice chunk of change, okay? If that makes any sense. So just be cautious because, again, like, this is very difficult because part of it is the writing and also keeping it innovative and fresh and new and stuff like that, and trying to figure out more ways to get your message across. Like it's a thing. It's a full-time job. Oh my God, I need to turn that off. Like oh God, thanks to the cloud, I don't have to sit there and jeez. No. Listen, but it's like, would that be me? You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Yeah, it takes the personal touch away, I would imagine. Yeah. So, and especially like if it's something you care about, which that's what I'm saying, because it's a lot of work. If you don't want to burn yourself out, because you've got schoolwork to do as well. And when you think about it, like, people will be asking questions, like, people will want to interact. You know, just be really careful. Like, really think about it before you make a decision on what you want your life to be, because it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay. But yeah, if you're just looking to do something like high energy, upbeat, make a bunch of money, battling, be a battle host, or an engagement host. Engagement host, you don't really have to, you got to have a lot of energy and be there and be awesome, and because what they do is hard too. But yeah. But it's also good, like, if you work a full-time job, or like you have something that you do full-time, like going to school or working full-time, like, because it doesn't seem like something that would like make you burn out. This right here, what I do, this is a definite it's guaranteed to burn me out. Okay. And at one point it had, like, at about the month and a half mark. And it's actually, I'm in the like, I feel a little burnt out now because, like, yeah, the new goal is hard. I'm going to turn this off because I'm about to get out of here. The new goal is difficult. And, trying to innovate, like, to tell y'all that I'm worth what I'm asking you for is hard. So there's a lot. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get out of here. I need to eat something. And I need to get myself back in the lab and get it together. And also figure out what I'm going to do tonight. Because and that's also too, like, when I say, like, I don't know what the next live is going to be. Because it's really about how I feel. How do I feel today? How much energy do I have today? Like, this live was pretty low energy, which also makes a difference in, like, how much money you make. So, and the reason that I don't have enough energy is because I'm sitting here thinking about, like, what can I do to fix things? That is going to affect me financially, but it's stuff that has to be done. So it's like, if you don't want to be constantly trying to, like, oh, all right, Momo, if you don't want to constantly be, like, trying to juggle while being a live host, like, I would suggest, it's like juggling your life. Okay, with being a live host, I would suggest doing something that doesn't take a bunch of extra work. That's what I would do. Oh, yes, Momo, thank you so much. Yes, I am about to get up out of here. Y'all, thank you so much for the 127,000 likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the power shares. Thank you for everybody that came up on the panel. Thank you for all the gifts. I really do appreciate y'all. I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern. Like, I'm about to say, I'm not sure what I'll be talking about. I always say that. I'm not sure what I'll be talking about because I really don't know. I have to go back and look and see what's going to work for this evening. And, oh, Nola. Hey. Oh. Yeah, Nola, I'm about to run. All right, Sabrina. Yeah. You have a good day, too. Triple B, I hope I answered all your questions. Did you have any more questions? Yes, I do. I do that all the time. Yes, I do repurpose old topics. Yep. I label some of the stuff like things that have flopped. I don't even throw out my flops. Okay? I keep them. Every bit of work I've done, I keep it. Because that was my work. And then some of those things that flopped, I could use them. Like, I can take that stuff apart and put it into a different outline. So yeah, like, I keep that stuff. And I repurpose them, like there's things that I haven't even run yet because I haven't figured out the best way to do it. But I keep that idea and I don't just, like, think of it or trash it. You know, I keep my stuff. Yeah. Repurposing. Yeah, you do marketing? Right. Yeah, it is. Yes. Never throw away your stuff. Okay. Never throw away anything you've written. Don't do it. Like, keep everything because you might find another use for it. Even the stuff that fails, keep it. Okay. But yes, I do that. And then that turns into a whole new outline, which actually that's why there's like 112 that I've got on the cloud, because some of that stuff is repurposed. Some of those things have been combined into new ideas. Yeah, I'm thinking you're saying that's money? Exactly. That is money. Exactly. All right, y'all. Let me tick these boxes that are all depressing because they're empty. Okay.